Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will discuss what are the main pair programming techniques. The number one is ping pong. This form of pair programming is performed in conjunction with test-driven development. One person writes a test and the other person makes a test pass. This pattern is effective because taking turns is built into the process. Make sure each member alternates between writing tests and compassing test. This can become a ping pong anti-pattern if the same person is always writing the test, often the more junior or less confident developer, and the same person is always making them pass, often the more senior or more confident developer. The number two is driver navigator. This form of pair programming is a looser form of the ping pong pattern. It works a little bit like two people driving in a rally car race, with one person driving or typing and the other navigating. The driver carries out the navigator's instruction but has the opportunity to make corrections or ask for clarification. This style is an effective antidote for the anti-pattern, where the person typing often controls what is typed, placing the other person in a passive mode where they are merely watching what is happening. The driver and navigator regularly switch roles every 15 minutes or so. Unstructured pairing. This is the kind of pairing that generally happens when no particular approach is being followed. It is free-flowing, with turn-taking between driver and navigator occurring as and when it makes sense. This freedom from structure can help naturally well-matched pairs move even faster. However, pairs that have different styles may struggle with the lack of structure involved here. What makes for a good pair programming partner? What makes for a good pair programming partner? Pair programming is most effective when both people bring something unique to the table, whether that is knowledge, experience, or a diverse perspective. If you have the opportunity to choose your pair programming partner, it's best to seek someone who can fill a gap in your knowledge or provide you with a different perspective. How do I pair programming effectively? Keep talking. Pair programming should never be done in silence. When a pair is silent, it might mean they are so perfectly in sync that nothing needs to be said. This is rare. More often, it means that they are not sharing their thought processes, whether you are sitting with your partner or communicating remotely. Good paired programming involves a lot of talking and thinking out loud. A good trick is to always narrate what you are doing and thinking whenever you type. Spend equal time typing. When one person types for a prolonged period of time, usually more than half an hour, this can be symptom of poor pair programming. If the roles of driver and navigator are being properly shared, both members will take turns typing. If one person tends to dominate the keyboard, it may be helpful to set an alarm for 20-minute arrivals to encourage role swapping in pairs with the more senior person. The senior person must take particular care not to seize the keyboard whenever the junior person is struggling or going slowly. Use a development environment that both people are equally comfortable with. Don't be the person who insists your pair programming partner uses your hyper customized Vim or Emacs with 1,000 plugins unless they are as comfortable with Vim or Emacs as you are. By insisting on an environment that is unfamiliar to your partner, you are doubling the cognitive load they must work through. If you are much more productive in the development environment than your partner or vice versa, the balance of pair programming will be disrupted and your partner will be less willing to drive. Use an IDE that you are both roughly equally comfortable with and use your highly customized environment as much as you like when you are working alone. Start remote pair programming now. You can start at this. A better paired programming experience with Code Mentor. a variety of technologies from help with JavaScript, Swift, React, and more. Keep up to speed with good programming particles all day, every day. Our mentors are located all over the world across different time zones, so you can get help whenever you need it. Stringent vetting process. Our mentors go through a strict application process that evaluates their technical and soft skills. Video call and screen sharing. Use tools for video calling, screen sharing, and code editing with your mentors. Build per minute. Only pay for time you actually spend with the mentor. So these were the techniques of pair programming. If you like the video, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.